Everyone loves the holidays, and what better way to spend them than with a classic holiday movie? Well, if you're a fan of Home Alone, then checking out these secrets about the beloved Christmas film should be on the top of your to-do list. So pop that copy of Angels with Filthy Souls out of the VCR, because these facts will have you racing to rewatch the Christmas classic faster than the McAllisters through an airport. Tailor-made. After getting a taste of Macaulay Culkin's acting chops during his work on Uncle Buck, John Hughes actually penned the role of Kevin McAllister specially for the young actor. Director Christopher Columbus did go on to audition over 100 other kids for the part, but who could turn down this face? Tailor-made. After getting a taste of Macaulay Culkin's acting chops during his work on Uncle Buck, John Hughes actually penned the role of Kevin McAllister specially for the young actor. Director Christopher Columbus did go on to audition over 100 other kids for the part, but who could turn down this face? Method or madness? Joe Pesci is known for his aggressive personality, but while filming for Home Alone he took his method acting to a whole new level. Apparently, Pesci tried to avoid Macaulay Culkin at all costs while on set, hoping that the young actor would truly grow afraid of him. He bites. But perhaps Pesci's craziest bit of method acting came during the coat hook scene at the very end of the film. Pesci's character threatens to bite off all of Kevin McAllister's fingers, and during one rehearsal, Pesci actually bit Macaulay Culkin and broke the skin. No angels here. Ever tried to watch that classic mobster flick, Angels with Filthy Souls, that Kevin screens throughout the film? Well, you can't. The movie and its sequel from Home Alone 2, Angels with Even Filthier Souls, was made specifically for the Christmas classic. Culkin fever. While Home Alone served to springboard Macaulay into superstardom, his younger brother Kieran also landed a role in the film as Kevin's bedwetter cousin, Fuller. Since then, Kieran has starred in a number of successful films and was recently nominated for a Golden Globe for his work on HBO's Succession. Marv's big break. The 1995 film Bushwhacked stars Daniel Stern as a delivery man framed for murder, but did you know that the movie was originally pitched as a spin-off of Home Alone? Stern would have reprised his role as Marv, who, after giving up his life of crime, is then framed for murder. Come one, come all. Though the film itself is just a story, the McAllister house is actually a real place in Winnetka, Illinois. Though only a handful of scenes were filmed on location, the vast majority were shot on a soundstage. The privately owned home remains a major tourist attraction in the area. Superhuman. If you've ever thought to yourself, wow, they definitely shouldn't have survived that after watching Harry and Marv fall victim to Kevin's many booby traps, you're 100% correct. A number of doctors have claimed that the trauma suffered should have maimed, or even killed, both men. Thanks, Uncle Buck. Inspiration can strike at any moment, and for John Hughes, the concept for Home Alone came to him while working on 1989's Uncle Buck. Macaulay Culkin, who appears in both films, is seen interrogating a babysitter through a mail slot, which inspired Kevin McAllister's antics through his home's doggy door. Say it isn't so. The blood-curdling scream that Marv lets out at the sight of the tarantula on his face is one of the highlights of the film, but Home Alone fans will be heartbroken to know that the sound wasn't genuine. Marv's scream was dubbed in later, as a real scream would have scared the spider away. You auditioning me? It's hard to imagine anyone but Joe Pesci playing the role of Harry Lime, but before the loud-mouthed actor landed the part he was almost beaten out by his Goodfellas co-star Robert De Niro. Jon Lovitz was also considered for the role, but after he and De Niro passed on it, Pesci swooped in and stole the show. An unexpected addition. Everyone remembers the classic scene where Kevin ziplines from the attic to his treehouse, but not many know that wooden structure wasn't originally part of the property. The fort was constructed specifically for the movie, and after shooting it was promptly demolished. This time with feeling. Kevin's neighbor, Old Man Marley, is an integral part of the film, but the character wasn't actually part of the original script. Feeling that the story needed an extra dash of the sentimental, director Chris Columbus added Marley in at the last minute. The Guinness touch. After debuting to the tune of $17 million in its opening weekend, Home Alone went on to become the highest-grossing film of 1990 and earned a Guinness World Record for the highest-grossing live-action comedy of all time in the US, a record it held until 2011's The Hangover Part 2. Home Alone. Again? Not only is Home Alone one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, but its success also spawned an entire franchise. To date, the film has inspired 4 sequels, 3 video games, 2 board games, a novel, and tons of other McAllister-themed merchandise. One Man's Snow. Hollywood is no stranger to using fake snow, but the bits of white plastic and wax used to make Home Alone's White Christmas actually went on to live a second life. After shooting Wrapped, the production donated the fake snow to the Lyric Opera of Chicago, who then used it in a number of performances. Candy Man? More like Iron Man. Shooting scenes can take a toll on an actor, but imagine doing them all in a single day? That was the case for John Candy, who shot all of his scenes as Polka King Gus Polinski over the course of one long, 23-hour day. A Polish preference. While most believe that Home Alone is solely an American classic, it's also hugely popular in Poland. Like in the US, the film is considered a staple of the Christmas season, and in 2011 alone over 5 million people tuned in for a dose of Kevin's holiday hijinks. Des Soul Paris. The McAllister family's trip to Paris may be one of the film's biggest plot points, but in reality, they never left the state. Every scene including those set on the plane and in the Paris-Orly airport was filmed in Chicago. The King lives. That's right, Elvis Presley is still alive. At least, that's what a few conspiracy theorists believe. According to a number of eagle-eyed Home Alone fans, the King of Rock and Roll himself actually plays the part of the bearded extra in this airport scene. A household name. The massive success of Home Alone made Macaulay Culkin a household name. In fact, some people even still refer to him as Kevin McAllister today. But beyond his contributions to Christmas tradition, there's more to Macaulay Culkin than just his holiday hijinks. Macaulay Culkin, dancer. Culkin's skill and experience as a dancer and student at the School of American Ballet helped him earn the starring role in the 1993 film version of The Nutcracker, directed by Emil Ardolino. Sonic Youth. Culkin took a 4-year hiatus from acting after starring in 1994's Richie Rich, but returned to the screen, alongside Rachel Miner, whom he married in 1998, to appear in the video for Friday by the noise rock pioneers of the band Sonic Youth.